Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Microsoft Teams tutorial. If you haven't yet viewed part 1 of the training videos, I suggest it would be a good place to start. A link can be found right here. So the purpose of part 2 of the Teams tutorial is to begin to introduce you to a range of features that Teams has. This video will aim to take you through the file structure, so that is how to set up your Files tab, muting channels. So the feedback I received is that students are taking advantage of the forum environment and making unnecessary posts. So what we can do is mute that behavior, and so only you can post and they can see it. We'll take you through conference calls. If you need to communicate to your class when you are away from the classroom, this can be achieved by dialing in. And finally, setting assignments, setting tasks and due dates, as well as using the online marking tool to give a grade. So I've gone ahead and logged into Teams. I'm viewing the dashboard and can see all the tiles or the teams I'm part of. Again, I'm using the browser version. You may be using the desktop or app version. That's all good. Maybe slightly different, but all the features are still available. I'm going to go ahead and click on my team, which I created earlier. As you can see, it still has my original post to it. Still the one channel on the left and not much activity at all. I want to direct you to the top next to General, where you can see Posts, Files, Class Notebook, Assignments and Grades. Currently we are in the Post tab. This is where we can create our conversation with our class. I want you to click on Files. Now, by default, we already have one folder created, which is the class materials. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to create a new folder. Looking up top again, click the new drop-down symbol and click Folder. Let's give this folder a name. I'm going to call it Week 1 and click OK. You should now see that the folder is listed underneath. So the blue spikes just here indicate that it's a new folder. Let's go ahead and click on our new folder. You'll notice this transparent symbol where we can choose to drag files in. So from my desktop, all I do is find a file that I would like to discuss in week 1 and drag and drop. Otherwise, I could click the upload button up the top here and find the file using the folder explorer. So once that's selected, this file will begin to upload, and depending on the file size, this could take some time to upload. But being a file, it should be nice and quick. So once our file has finished uploading, you'll now see it listed in our new folder. So all members will now be able to view this folder as well as the file once they click on the Files tab. The one drawback though is that after uploading a file, your team won't be notified. So you'll have to go back to your Post tab, click on New Conversation, and just inform the team that there is a new document available in that folder. Alright, let's look at silencing the masses. I mentioned in the first video about channels and how you can use them to post a bulletin or perhaps have a question and answer forum. If we look at the left hand side, my team has one channel created. I'm going to go ahead now and create a new one. So click the 3 dots next to my team name and click Add Channel. Let's give the channel a name. I'm going to call this Meetings. And where it has the tick box that says Automatically Show, I'm going to give that a tick. If I did not tick this box, then any of your students will not be able to see this new channel. So now go ahead and click Add. And you should have your new channel listed underneath General. Now, I might want the first channel to be open for anyone to post and comment on. However, I might choose to have this channel where I only want to post to it. An example being is this could be to set tasks or reminders for tasks. And I don't want any of my students commenting on that. So to do this, click on the 3 dots next to the team name and click Manage Team. Up the top, select channels. And if you haven't already, tick the box to show for members. So again, we automatically ticked it, but if you find that it's unticked, tick it there. Find the channel you want to limit the posting to. So in this example, it's the meetings one. And click the 3 dots on the right. Select Manage Channel. With these permissions, I want to select one from the channel moderation Dropbox. So you'll now see some more questions. It will say, who are the moderators? And by default, this is the team owner. However, you might choose to add a student or another staff member. So you might have a joint class and you want another staff member to be able to post. This is where you can add that staff member. Under team member permissions, untick the option that says allow members to reply to channel messages. So this will stop any member from replying to a post. And once finished, click on the channel name and that will return you back to the post page. So another feature to check out is this calls option. A great feature about Teams is the ability to hold a video conversation with all members within my team. But going one further, I can also choose to record this conversation. Now this is handy for when I might be explaining a new concept to my class, but not all members can make it to the session. I can choose to record the session and have my class view it at a later time. Now, before we go any further, we need to make sure that our computer is compatible. So, does it have a microphone? Does it have a webcam? The webcam part is optional, but it does make the recording look more personalized. So, up to you. But that's how I would probably look to do it. So anyway, with that, I'm going to make sure I'm in the right channel. So the one I created earlier, named Meetings, is perfect for this. So I'm going to select my channel, and once I'm in my channel, I'm going to make sure I'm in the Post tab, and I'm going to go down the bottom and select the video camera icon. Hovering over this icon lists it as Meet Now. So click that, and where it says add a subject, perhaps I might call it the topic I'm talking about. So I'll type that in now. And further down, you'll see the on-off toggle for the webcam. So I can choose to turn off my webcam here. And another option is to schedule the meeting. So perhaps I might want to run it at a later date and have students notified of when that meeting is taking place. I have the option here to do that. But for this instance, however, I'm just going to assume that the students are aware of the meeting and it's all scheduled and good to go now. So I'm going to click Meet Now. Once the call has been loaded, we can hover our mouse and this menu comes up. So the first things to check once you can view this menu is, do you have your webcam on and is your microphone available? If everything says that it's on, then we're all good and everyone can see and hear you within the meeting. Other options on this menu include Present. So this allows me to present my screen to the class. I might want the students to view a PowerPoint. So clicking this will allow all the students or members within my team to view my screen that I have up. But just be mindful that they can see everything. So you don't want to be flicking between the screens at all. Just if you're presenting a PowerPoint, then just have that up. Clicking the 3 dots will bring up more menu options. I suggest turning off incoming video unless you want all the students to have their webcams turned on. Again, this is entirely up to you, but it might slow the link down if you've got everyone using their webcams. Or it could be distracting for other members as well. So yeah, turning this off, up to you. The other option is start recording. So clicking this will show a red recording icon, and once clicked again, your video will then be saved to your channel you have made. So I mentioned earlier about how I want to record these sessions. This is a good way, again, for absent students or showing this video at a later date. Further right of the three dots, you'll find a chat box. You could use this during your meetings to perhaps troubleshoot members who can't see or hear you, or vice versa. And further across is the participants who are in the call at the moment. So these are the members who are currently in the meeting. Once you have finished your call, click the red phone button here to hang up. You'll then be redirected back to your channel, which, if you recorded a video, will have it already available for all to view. Finally, I want to take you through assignments. Another great thing about Microsoft Teams is the ability to create an assignment and grade it online. As Teams is a Microsoft program, any Microsoft Office document that is uploaded will be opened in that program. So to get started with an assignment, I want you to click on the General channel and up the top, click Assignments. From this tab, click the button saying Create and then select Assignment. The new assignment creation screen will now be up. So let's enter a title for the assignment. I'll call this Week 1 Fad Diet. For the instructions, I could choose to type out what the assignment involves, or if I have something already created as a Word document or a PDF, I can click on the Add Resources paperclip. But for this example, I'm just going to type something in. Rubric, I can choose to upload a marking criteria, or I can leave it and do that later. Assign to. So this is where I want to assign this assignment to this team, and I want all students to be able to view it. Both of these options are editable though. Perhaps I might want a different team to do this assignment as well, or I might have a different assignment for different students in my class. This is where I can assign that. I can then set the due date and due time for this assignment. You can also choose to turn off or leave on the option for late submissions. So this is completely editable. All you do is click on the Edit Here button. So once you are happy with your new assignment, click Assign. And once we have clicked on Assign, your new assignment will be placed in the assigned group. Give it a few more minutes, or seconds, and a notification will also be sent out to all members within the team and a post made within the General channel. So any member signing on can't miss it. Expanding the assigned option will now show me my new assignment. Let's go ahead and click on it. So from this view, I can see that this is the assignments that have been submitted and are ready to be graded. Once the student has submitted the assignment, I'll be able to view the student name and mark their submission. Once marked, I can give them a grade. This grade will then be made available in the Grades tab up the top. Hopefully this has given you a bit more understanding of the capabilities within Microsoft Teams. It's always great to have a play with it. You can't damage anything within a team, and if you run into trouble, you can always delete the team and start again. If you have any questions, feel free to email them through or find Chris or I.